Oh, hello there. Kevin Carpenter, Master of Ceremonies, here for another exciting City of Mist video. A few weeks ago, we came out with a video creating a danger on the fly, with tips on how to create a danger in those moments in the session when you need to improvise and pull something out of thin air. Now, we gave the tips, but the video itself was around 8 to 9 minutes long, so we didn't think that was a real accurate way of looking at how to create a danger immediately. So with this video, I'm going to challenge myself and use those same tips to create 5 dangers in 5 minutes. To preserve the spirit of the challenge, I'm also going to get all my danger ideas from the City of Mist Discord, so whatever comes up, those are the dangers that I'm going to work on. Let's start. Wow. The City of Mist community is filled with creative people, and there's a lot of creative ideas here. So, before I start creating dangers, just want to make sure I've got my City of Mist resource, the Master of Ceremonies Toolkit, which is filled with all kinds of resources to help you create dangers. So, let's get started, and by that I mean start the timer. There we go. All right, our first danger, the Invisible Man. For those who haven't seen it, the name is pretty self-explanatory, and I'm already over-explaining. I'm on a time limit. Okay, so I'm going to use, let's see here, All right, cool, I've already got it there. The Thief Power Set. I'm wasting time by showing the book. I can just show it in the video there. I'm going to just, there we go. All right, so Thief Power Set. Stealthy, when a thief enters the scene. We'll change the wording there, so that way when the Invisible Man enters the scene, if they're sneaking, give them Invisible 4. And then, of course, if your crew is able to take away that invisibility, either through like throwing paint on them or through some like magic thing, he'll be able to renew it as a hard move. So let's see here. Got Stealthy 4, got Steal Something Undetected to burn attack as an item for a hard move. Now let's see here. We don't want to make him super durable, so I think Hurt or Subdue 3 is a pretty good one, and then I think the real like spectrum here to take this guy out is to trap him. So we are going to go with Trap 4, and we're already in the 4th minute. Okay, Clay Golem. Oh, our next danger is a Clay Golem. I'm getting nervous. Okay, so let's see here. I want a tough guy here, so we are going to do Hurt or Subdue 5, which means the Clay Golem is going to have a smash attack. Actually, let's make that Hurt or Subdue 4. I don't want this guy to be like a final boss. So with his regular attacks, he's going to be able to do a smash 4. He'll also be able to grapple onto someone, so that's going to be a grapple 4. And let's see here, what else could we use? Demigod. Oh, here we go. Golem or Elemental. It's right there. So let's just grab all that. So the Elemental Body, grab the other Elemental Body, part 2. So when he takes a physical status, reduce it by 2. When it takes a status from the element it's made of, it doesn't add it to the Hurt or Subdue spectrum. And you know what? Let's add the optional ability here as well. Let's make this guy a tough Golem. So when you attack a Golem or Elemental, you first take a tier 2 status related to the element it is made of. Okay, real quick and easy. We made a Golem, and we're running out of time. Macbeth. Okay. I think this is more of like a Logos kind of danger, but with the rift of Macbeth behind him. So I think this is going to be, we're going to take the Mover and Shaker, but we're also going to take Macbeth's invulnerability. Basically, he cannot be killed by someone who was born of a woman. And in City of Mist, I'm sure there's a lot of ways you can get around that. So, cannot be killed by someone born of a woman. And let's see here. Oh, and just remember that the Mover and Shaker in City of Mist is a politician that can't really be touched by like legal means, and this is also someone who you can't touch with physical means. So really the way you're going to have to defeat this guy is figuring out his mythos and then getting around it. So this guy could be an avatar almost. All right, so let's do, we'll just grab the Mover and Shaker's we'll grab the Mover and Shaker's spectrums. There we go. So that's going to be Hurt or Subdue 3. You can't implicate him because he's a high-ranking politician. And then Threaten 5. And just to kind of like easily do his invulnerability, I'll just grab that from the Demigod or Giant power set. So the Invincible there is when a demigod takes a physical harm or subdual status, reduce the tier of the status by 3. So that's going to be a mechanical in place of Macbeth's invulnerability, and we'll add a little line in there that unless you break this specific prophecy rule. If I had more time, I'd also add something for the 3 witches, but I have 1 minute left and 2 more dangers to do. All right, so the Banshee. Okay, so let's see here. Banshee, you need that scream attack. So what is a power set in here that would do the scream attack? Okay, we'll do the Ghost or Spirit just so we have the incorporeal stat. So that way, you can mess around with the hurt or subdue spectrum, make her imperceptible, and we'll just say her scream attack is a status 3. And so since you want your dangers to take as much as they can give, that means she's going to have a hurt or subdue 3, except she's a ghost, that'll mess with it, and a banish 2, in case you actually think about it. 20 seconds. A pre-written PC as a danger. Wait! Lily Chow, she's already a PC turned danger. So here's one other tip. Sometimes you can just cheat and take a stat block from the book and repurpose it for your purposes. And so since I got 5 seconds left, here's a stat block for Lily Chow, one of the pre-gen characters you can make, and boom! 5 dangers, 5 minutes. I forgot to mute this. Thank you. Okay, so that was all over the place. Turns out maybe making 5 dangers in 5 minutes is the fastest way to give yourself anxiety. But we now have these 5 danger profiles, very loose in abilities, but also just what you need for the moment that you need to fill up in this session when they go to a place that you haven't prepped or meet someone that you haven't prepped. Or maybe you just need to delay them a bit from entering a place that you haven't prepped, and so you create a danger like the clay golem to keep them out of there long enough to run the session to the end and then be like, oh, that's all the time we have. Well, next time you guys will find out what's behind the door, after I prepare it. That's kind of the thing with creating dangers on the fly, is that a lot of times you can be like, oh, that's cheating, oh, that's, you can't just take a stat block and then rename it, but honestly, it's a game, and if you're having fun with all the people around the table, that's all you need. And that's, I think, the biggest tip for creating dangers on the fly here, besides just, looking at the book and all the resources that it has within it. You'll find all the dangers that we just created in a bit more formatted sense in a link in the description. But until then, let us know what you think in the comments on social media or on the City of Mist Discord. Until then, have fun.